Hey, and welcome to the frozen north of the Forgotten Realms, Icewind Dale. I want to say a big old thank you to @the_art_of_Jen for all the wonderful artwork of our adventures. I want to say a unsponsored, we are not sponsored, credit to Tailspire for the map making software that we use, and for Wizards of the Coast for all the story art and the campaign that we are running, as this is their published work and we are just playing it through for our enjoyment.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
No,
Sponsor us, please.
No, we're not. We are not begging for sponsors.
I'm joking.
Anyways,
Sorry.
last we left off, Dearaen, the Tiefling Bard, Sho Val, the Human Rune Knight, Mordin, the Tiefling Ranger, and Tok, the half-orc Eldritch Knight, and Kibbles, their mascot fox, had taken a job of escorting Jander Froth, the newly elected speaker of Good Mead, to various towns of Tenstown.
You almost got called a half-elf.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
and this is where they shoot the DM for getting it wrong. No.
No, this is where the bard suddenly takes random damage for no reason.
No. So, upon arriving at Targos, they met Nerth Maxildanar, the town speaker. He had heard of their exploits and called them the Defenders of Good Mead and gave them a small token of coin for helping the town. The crew had then toured around the town for a bit and purchased a few items before a dog attached and leashed to a broken sled ran up to Tok and tried pulling the half-orc in the direction of his master's home. Mordin cast Speak with Animals to understand what the canine companion was requesting of them, and learned that his owner had entered some trouble. Kibbles also enjoyed talking to Mordin for the first time. They followed the dog home to the home of Keegan Velryn, where they had learned that Garrett, the dog's owner, and Keegan's lover, had recently taken a couple of adventurers to the mountain of Kelvin's Cairn, to which our troop had taken up the task of attempting to retrieve Keegan's lover. And that is where we pick up. Out by the walls and stables of Targos, where Mordin had purchased an axe-beak mount and a dog sled.
All right. And I
Take it away.
All right. So Dearaen's just gonna slide into the dog bed and just pull up a fur pellet over him. That's probably with it. Because I was offered a resting area.
So, even though you do have the one mount at the moment, and the sled, it will reduce your speed by a little bit, but for the most part, you guys are still trekking on foot. So I'm going to say any travel times are going to be reduced by about 3 hours. 3-4 hours.
Okay.
Now, if you were all mounted, you'd reduce the entire travel time between places by half. But as it stands right now, you only have the one, so that's where we're gonna be.
Because I think he was the only one who could afford it at the time. I think, but I was not there, so I'm not going to say anything. In character, anyway.
I spent my money on blue paint.
That is fair.
So
But it is something that you can consider in the future.
I was too busy recuperating from nearly dying. Yeah.
Again.
Speaking of which, do you want to spend a night?
No.
I know.
Would you like to spend a night here, or?
I think we said that we were going to travel, and I was just going to rest in the cart. In the
A
sled.
bad decision, I'm sure, but we said what we were going to do, and we should probably stick to it.
Okay. Last call. Okay.
That was what we agreed on, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
We're like,
Okay.
hey, let's go.
So, There are a couple different ways you can go. There's a... I would assume, like, looking at the map, that you guys would kind of try to plan a route. Did you want to go just directly to Kelvin's Cairn, or did you want to make a stop in Cair? Just because it's a little bit closer.
We can gather a bit of information if we go to Cairn, so...
Yep.
So I think that was like the little hub area, was it?
I will pull up the map. So, I wish I could zoom in on this, but you are in Targos, and Kelvin's Cairn is the little kind of mountain basically in the middle. Cair is just to the east of it, southeast. And as for the travel times, Cair is about... here, let me... do that. If you stick to all the roads and trails and stuff, you should be able to safely reach Cair in about 14.5 hours if you're going on foot. But since you have the thing, it would end up being probably closer to 10 hours.
Okay.
As for if you wanted to go just directly, it would take about 24 hours on foot. But that would be going just completely straight there.
Basically up to whatever Tourmaline. Through the
Yeah.
Dwarven Valley, and then past Kelvin's Cairn and over to Cair.
Yeah.
That would be the off the rails.
Yeah.
So which way does the Defenders of Good Mead want to go?
Unfortunately, I missed half of that because someone knocked on my door and tossed me a burger.
Border!
We stick to the roads, it's faster, but we'd be going past a bunch of towns. We'd be going past Bryn Shander again.
If you went directly to Cair, then yes, you would. As for if you wanted to go through Tourmaline, you would skip past Bryn Shander.
But going to Tourmaline and then across from there, that takes longer because it's off-road.
It would be a little bit more off-road, but I would say because you're using the roads to Tourmaline, you would be able to get, I would say, going through Tourmaline, that would make your travel probably closer to, I would say probably the 14 hours.
So about the same.
About the same, one way or the other.
Quick question: what time is it, approximately?
Right about now, I would say it is probably around like 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Early evening.
So we'd have to camp partway through. So that would take pretty long anyway.
We could push on to Tourmaline and then stop there.
That'd probably be I'd say 2 or 3 in the morning once we get to Tourmaline.
Actually, Tourmaline it takes about 4 hours.
So why don't we go to Tourmaline?
Because apparently the thing is... Apparently I'm getting a bunch of mixed numbers, so it's going to take 4 hours to get to Tourmaline, and I would say probably another 5 hours to get to Kelvin's Cairn from there.
Yeah. So
Let's do that.
yeah, let's go to Tourmaline, rest there, then finish the journey.
Okay. So with that, let us move on to the road.
On the
unless,
road again.
unless there is anything else you would like to do
Well, we already informed.
in Targos.
Well, we already informed. What was his name?
Shandor Froth. You
Yeah.
you already informed Shandor Froth that you were going to be headed out on a
Side quest kind of thing.
side quest, basically, yeah.
And he told you guys that if you're not back in a couple days, then he was just going to venture forth out the group.
So we'd be cutting it close anyway. So yeah, let's go. We already agreed that we're gonna do this.
Okay. So,
Did he tell us where he would be heading off to? Did he tell us
No,
where he would be Sorry, what?
I don't think he did.
I was like, yeah, I was just asking you if he said where he was going to be heading off to after this. That's what I was asking. Our wonderful DM.
Shandar would have said he's going to be doing business for a couple of days, and then would be. I'm thinking he was going to work on potentially getting a shipment of fish and whatnot. So, that in addition to his other duties was going to take him like 3 days, and then
I was going to say, more
he
than likely it's
had
gonna
he
be
had
an
business
extra day.
over in East Haven. So
Okay. So if he's not here, we head over to East Haven when we get back. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
well, depending on how things go, you should be back by the time that he's ready to head out.
I figured. I thought it was
Depending.
More of a just in case scenario.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Or he said he could meet you guys in Bryn Shander.
Oh shit, we didn't specify that.
Because Bryn Shander's a little bit closer.
I meant we didn't specify that to him.
Yeah.
That's what he said, though. So
I mean, if it's one of those things where, like, I mean, he trusts you guys to be able to come do there, be back. I mean, he said, like, he's not in any sort of a time crunch, all things considered. So,
Okay.
if
But
if you
next
say you want to
Friday-
say, if you want to say, like, hey, give us, like, 5 days worth of time, if we're not back by 5 days, go do your thing.
Yeah.
We said,
He's
like,
willing to
2
wait in Targos for a little while.
We said like 2 or 3 days. So.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So yeah, let's just head out. We'll worry about it later
okay.
because we're taking too long at this point.
Yep.
yes.
Hey.
On the road again.
Hey, there's more than enough time to plan what you want to do. So,
We can plan along the road. Let's go.
yep. So, I'm going to have one of you roll me a d10 as I move you all to the next board.
Think it's my turn.
I think it's
I
Mordin's
think
turn.
it's Tok. Actually, I think
Is
it's
it?
Tok's.
Alright,
Tok's
I'll do
turn.
it.
Yeah, I did it last time.
Just throw you up on the board here.
Oh man, they
D10,
put,
right, Alex?
Hmm?
A D10, right, Alex?
A d10.
Yep.
Gotcha.
oh man, they put extra bacon on this burger. Shit.
Ooh, got an 8.
Shuffle,
Is that what I got?
and
Did I get an 8 last time? Can't remember.
range. I. I lost Mordin.
Mordin's dead.
Oh, Mordin!
All right, then I'll just bring in my level 9 druid. Then that'll.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, probably because I didn't switch to the next board. Which board? Are
No, I lost him off of the unique creatures. Sorry. As for that, players, 7 players to this board. Okay. What did you roll? You rolled an 8.
8.
Okay. Let's see what an 8 gives us.
Oh, I gotta refresh the stream because that just showed up on my side.
I just fixed it.
Oh.
I had to click on the page.
Okay. Weird.
So, with an 8, I need everybody to roll me a perception check. After...
Is mine at disadvantage because I'm in the sled?
Sure. Why not? Oh.
I figured I'd be fair. 9.
11.
13.
Do I technically get a short rest?
We already agreed that you did
Okay.
at the end of last campaign. You were going to spend dice to get her.
The entire process of talking with everybody would have given you at least a short rest. So everybody can technically take a short rest, but you haven't had a long rest.
Okay, well I gotta roll a d8. Okay. Continue. I'm good.
So...
That's +1, that's 6.
With perception checks...
Sweet. I'm up to full.
I'm going to roll some stealths. I need to find my dice. Where's my dice? It has a... a +1. Okay. Okay. So, with everybody rolling for perception, only Mordin sees this. Because...
Top, my feathered friend.
So, Mordin, you're used to... You're used to kind of like spotting white against white.
Oh no.
Please no. Please no.
Yes, I am. Different shades of white. My mother was a housedresser.
You're kind of watching out, looking out the distance. You kind of... I mean, there's a lot of snow. But it looks like a couple of the snow piles are moving. You look a little closer, and you realize that those aren't snow piles.
They're bears.
They're snowy owl bears.
Oh, wonderful.
Which I don't have any minis for, so I'm going to use 2 Manticores.
I could just say use 2 bears, but yeah.
Owl bears.
Also, I love snowy owls.
As you're... I'm going to pull up
cool.
in the picture. I'm going to pull up on the stream what they look like. Because I
Ooh,
think...
I am excited for this one.
Okay, I swear I had it just here. Oh, there it is. And that is kind of what you see.
Oh my god, I love it.
I don't.
You see kind of this kind of like black thing just kind of turn up and look at you. And you see 2 giant yellow eyes staring at you.
I want one.
I need you all to roll initiative. And I am going to change the music while you do so.
Well, that's a 12 for me. Ooh, excuse me.
Okay, so
13.
I need to.
I'm the only one that saw them. My initiative is 5.
Would he get advantage because he saw him first?
No.
I know. I'm joking.
Unfortunately, it don't work like that.
I know. I'm messing around. I like to joke. Remember?
Glad to get forward. They are a large, so I'm going to take these and go to size too large.
Oh.
Ignore the fact that they are manticores on the screen, because they are not manticores. They are large owlbird.
I doubt this.
Snowy
Doubt
owlbears.
Tailspire is open source, so we can't get assets.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet, but I'm sure that Tailspire is still in early access, so it takes a little bit of time.
Yep.
As for initiatives,
Someone did not
Ooh.
roll initiative.
Somebody rolled really well.
No. Sho Val did not roll initiative.
Sho Val, what are you doing?
I think he's talking to his parents, is he? Did he get called?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, he's muted. He's muted.
Okay.
Alex, can you roll for him?
Give me just a second. Do an initiative. He rolled an 8.
Okay.
So,
Thank you for rolling for him.
so let us go into turn-based mode.
This is
So I can do thing. Well, looks like both of the owl bears go first.
goody.
Tok, then Dearaen, then Sho Val, then Mordin. These kind of lumbering mounds of fur and feathers pique their interest towards you, and they see you as a potential meal, and they are going to as soon as I get them on their respective spots, they have a movement speed of 4. Let me just do this. 40 feet gets them to right about there. He's gonna go right about there, and he's going to right there. As the snowy owlbears kind of just start lumbering towards you, you can hear a I actually have no. I'm not even gonna try to attempt to make what they sound like, but it's kind of like a weird like screech into a roar.
Okay, I'm totally back.
Sorry. I was trying to be.
Sure.
I was making a dumb joke.
As usual.
Okay,
Hey.
so that's that, and
It's fun to make dumb jokes.
and it is now Tuck's turn.
What if I get an 8? Jesus.
You
Never
just rolled a
rolled
really
again.
low.
Never roll for me again.
I'm sorry.
Hey, you were AFK. She could do what she wanted.
There was
Oh,
talking
I'm the one
to
who
my
had told her
mother,
to.
It's okay.
and we're fighting 2 manticores. Great.
No,
Run the fuck away.
they're owl bears.
Yeah, they're owl bears. We just don't have anything. Well, Alex doesn't have anything to use for that.
Here.
I
I will do the rename thing and say Snowy Owl Bear.
We might be able to take that on.
Snowy Owl Bear. They are snowy owlbears. The manticore visage is wrong.
There you go.
Semantics.
They're not manticores. What are you talking about? I see an owlbear there.
It's an illusion.
Anyways, Tok, it is now your turn. What do you want to do? You are standing kind of outside of the range of a small sled, and your X-Beak is out front, pulling the sled in which Dearaen is currently resting in.
I think I'm gonna.
Two giant snow piles started lumbering towards you, and you didn't realize that. Oh, hey, they are snow piles. Those are not snow piles.
Yeah. Hey,
These
hey.
are deadly snow piles.
Those,
They are not
Those
cute
snow-
and fluffy.
those snow piles have very big claws.
More to add to your necklace.
Very true. I'm gonna have quite a collection going here.
Still have to add those Yeti horns to your cape.
Yeah, what did I do with those?
I gave them to
Those
you.
are my-
Yeah, we
Yeah,
haven't
okay, I
had we
was
haven't had a
big.
chance to do anything with them. So
Okay, that's what I thought. Anywho, I'm gonna firebolt the first one.
Okay. Roll to hit.
13.
A 13 hits.
Yes.
Roll the damage as you kind of form your hands and manifest a small magical circle and push it forward, casting a firebolt.
And I roll for 9 damage.
Nice. And for 9 damage, it's going to go down a little bit, and it cries out, immediately taking the part where you struck and covering it with snow. And with that is now Dearaen's turn.
it's like Drain's just kind of groggily get up. He's like, okay, what's going on? I was like, holy shit! They're so fluffy and cute, and I want one. But also, I think we're in danger, so I'm going to let's see here. How far away am I from that? That is. I'm gonna move up 10 feet.
You had to use half your movement to get out of a king.
Yeah,
That's right,
I will say you
I'm
were prone, but even then, 15 movements, you got more than enough.
Yeah, I was just gonna move up 10 feet so I was within range of the owlbear. Because I think now I'm within range, because, yeah, 30 feet. And fire it with my crossbow. Also, my hand crossbow. Also,
Okay.
just to reiterate, because I can't remember, you said that I can fire that every round.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I do have to reload that.
Your bonus action is to reload it.
Okay.
I will say that would be the case. As it stands right now, unless you wanted to grab the crossbow bolt feat, crossbow expert feat. But anyways, take a shot with your crossbow.
Yeah, well, I don't have any spell slots left, so I can't really do much. That would be a 9. Fuck.
Yeah, you're kind of, you still got a little bit of the cold sleepies in your eye, and you kind of like haphazardly just like do the jolt awake, try to do a thing, but your aim is still off, and the crossbow bolt goes flying off into the distance.
It's like, Bardic Inspiration Sho Val. Let's see, I'm going to say, like, can you suplex that one, or is that just once a day? But if not, I want you to stab that thing in the face. Wear its pelt.
And upon hearing that, Sho Val, you feel invigorated, and it is also your turn.
Oh.
Let's see. Kind of want to get my health back because I'm 10 points low.
You did get a short rest, so if you wanted to use a die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say everybody got at least a short rest, so you can use health dice. before the battle.
I will.
So I'd assume everybody would be at least close to full, if not full.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just use 2 and because that's a 1d10 plus, so 2d10 plus 1, and I'm only 10 down, so I'll just average. I would get the 10 back. Oh, no,
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Also,
Also, I would get all my stuff back. So.
yeah. No. Also, Peter, can you move a bit closer to your mic? You're a little quiet.
Oh, sorry. I will
good.
move my mic forward.
Yeah, it tends to help when you're closer to your mic.
Or have a mic that has an adjustable sensitivity.
Yay! Anyways.
Okay. I'm just making sure I can't. I've already used up one of my Giant's Might, and that takes it longer to reset.
Well, still, kill it. Where's Pelt?
Let him do what he wants to do.
That was part of my bardic inspiration thing. That's why I was saying.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Enoch Chuck. Make me big.
Did you seriously?
Yes. That is my ability.
No, that's
Chuck!
a quote.
If somebody gets that, then
I
good on
did.
you.
I just can't remember the guy's name. Oh, God damn it.
Da 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 da. Blah blah blah.
You made a cameo in Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Yes, he did.
I don't know his name off the top of my head.
He was supposed to be like a
Apache
Native
chief.
American guy.
It's Apache Chief.
Okay, Apache Chief, thank you. I'm four names. You have to remember.
Is that everything that you're done with your turn, or?
That would have been my bonus action to get bigger.
Yep.
Used all my movement, and I will hold my action until it gets closer to make an attack.
Okay.
You're just out of range.
If I do make an attack, then I'm using the fire rune.
Okay. Mordin, your turn.
All right. I was going to try to make friends with it, but
It seems.
people started
You can
to
make an
attack.
insight attack. You can make an insight attack. Insight, if you would like.
No, I was going to take the potion of animal friendship, but seeing as everybody started to attack, I guess. You know,
Well, to be fair, we're only attacking one at the moment, and there are two.
Make a Make an Arcana check for me.
Just him?
Yep, just him.
Okay.
17.
Ooh.
You would.
Not bad with the not bad with the +1.
You've done a little bit of research into various beasties of the wilds and some of the odd things you may encounter. You know that owlbears aren't. They don't get affected by, like, generic animal magics, if that makes sense. They're classified under monstrosities, so it's one of those, like, your generic, like, animal friendship, animal companions, that kind of thing. They aren't keen on.
They don't like it.
They don't like it as much, so you could probably assume that animal friendship isn't exactly wouldn't be very effective again in dealing with them. So,
I want to say
Fine,
something,
a
but
19
however,
a 19 to hit.
a 19 will hit them.
I'm going to go for the one further back.
Okay, I'll say that one's number 2.
ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, no way.
Hey,
Minimum damage on both.
You
At
kind of
least
get a glancing blow on it.
At least it wasn't a nat 1.
Well, you actually kind of clip it, and you watch a small pile of snow fall off its side. And
Okay.
kind of in the darkness, like, you thought it was part of its body, but apparently it wasn't.
The arrowhead grazed it, and then the psychic damage barely even touched its brain.
Yeah. That being said, it will be the next owlbear's turn. And it is going to start lumbering kind of this way.
Does that
It would
proc?
It does proc as soon as he enters the square here.
Sho Val?
Yes.
Make your attack. I think.
For some reason, it won't. Tailspar's acting funny for me. I can. You made my Sho Val a different. I can't click on Sho Val. Anyway.
No.
I'm making the attack.
That's because of the initiative thing.
+5.
It's still on the snowy owl bear.
21.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
And I activate the fire rune.
Okay.
And so I will. Oh, first I'll do the great axe damage, and then
Okay.
the +6 for the giant, and then the fire rune is another 2d6. So I'll do a total of extra 3d6 damage. God damn, I am a monster at damage.
Oh,
are
the
a big-
dice. Oh, the dice.
You are a big boy. Wait, 3d6?
3d6.
So one of the d6 is because of his giant abilities, the fire rune ability that makes him big, and then 2d6 for the custom rune that he's using.
So
So 19 damage total.
19 damage total, 9 of which is fire.
As you kind of strike down as it enters into your range, you cleave a good chunk into him, into the owlbear, and it cries out in anguish, and it's going to be really angry at you.
It does need to succeed on a strength saving throw for the fiery change from the fire rune.
Okay, so its strength with a roll is going to be a 21.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
succeeds.
that succeeds. So
I need to figure a way to up that DC.
It's probably
so
based on what your
it's actually going
modifier.
to
Probably based off of wisdom is the thing.
it's actually going to just turn on you because you just hit it. And it's going to claw into you with a giant kind of snowy furry, or a furry feathered paw. Hitting with a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
I'm not using the shield, so I only got 17.
Okay, so this is going to be... two of these, plus 5. That is going to be 17 points of damage.
Ow.
And then for the second attack... that is even more, with a 25 to hit.
Oh,
Jesus. Those dice hate Peter.
Here to heal me.
But this one is its beak, as it kind of like... Food does not eat me, or it does not fight back. This is going to be 10 points of damage.
I have 3 left.
Oh,
You just made it. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna do this thing. Oh, I made myself a giant meal for the. I just
More
made myself a
meat.
giant meal. Oh, more meat for the hungry owl bear. The next one is actually going to come up. Here, let me just do the 1, 2. 6, 7, 8. There we go. It's gonna come up right there.
Just kick the side of the dice.
Yep.
It stepped on a rock and just kicked it aside.
And that is what it's going to do with its turn. Actually, it's gonna dash. As an action.
Well, at least it can't attack.
Yep. So it's kind of just lumbering towards you, kind of like glumping across the icy tundra.
oh god, we're all gonna die.
Get off, Wash.
Tok, it is now your turn. As 2 owlbears are now besieging your friends.
Okay, should I go for that first one or focus on the second one?
Do what you need to do.
You're right. Going for that first one again. Firebolt.
You okay? Roll.
Ooh, 22.
Ooh, yep, that's a good one.
And time for some damage. 8.
8. Nice. Okay. Dearaen, is that all that you want to do with your turn?
Question first.
Sure.
We all technically took a short rest, right? So I could get my
Yes.
action surge back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my action surge then.
Okay.
Let's blast him again.
In a rush of adrenaline, you cast twice,
Fuck.
but apparently the second
I
you're
overexert myself.
you overexert yourself and the shot goes wide.
Sorry, I tried.
Dearaen, your
Okay.
turn.
My turn. Okay, how far am I? So that's half my movement. Okay, I'm gonna use half my movement to get. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use half my movement, get behind Sho Val, and then run back. But in between that, do use an action. Is that all right? So I don't move my character, but I'm still doing that.
Yeah, that's fine.
What are you trying to do?
He runs up to Sho Val, probably casting a spell, then runs back to where he was.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Ah.
behind Sho Val, so that way I'm not in range of the owl bear.
Okay, so you want to just catch a touch spell? Okay.
Yes. So I'm gonna do
Go
that.
for
I'm
it.
gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on Sho Val. Be like, you need to save my life. So have some healing on you. And you heal for all. Fuck. 6.
You failed me yet
6.
again.
The dice failed me. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
You're shivering a little bit, and your chords kind of feel a little bit more discordant, but it does provide a little bit of healing.
I just woke up from a nap. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
You're a little pitchy on that one.
Yeah.
Sho Val, your
And
turn.
I guess I can't use a bonus action
Oh.
healing word, can I?
Nope, you cannot.
No, but I can use.
You
my
can do a
bonus
you can do a bardic inspiration if you want.
I used up my last one.
Oh, never mind then. Don't you get a bardic inspirations on a short
Long
rest?
rest.
Is it long rest only?
Long rest. I think it's later. Once I hit a certain level, I can get it back on a short rest.
I use my bonus action for second wind.
Okay.
It's 1d10 plus 3. Back. 6.
Yeah, you know my pain.
I am up to half.
So,
Do I switch tactics and pull the shield out so I can have fucking 19 armor?
I would.
Yeah, like, I try not to metagame too much, but yeah, I would.
Okay, well. Can I, would I be able to do that? Throw down my giant shovel, which would shrink, I guess. And
I would say the magic that you invoke keeps it as big as you are for the duration of however long that you have it invoked.
right.
So.
But as far as I've already used my bonus action, would I still be able to drop weapon, pull out shield, and hand axe?
Sure.
Like in
Okay.
lieu of movement.
Oh, that would work.
I would
yeah.
say you could do that, yeah.
Okay.
I just had
Drop.
to ban another bot.
Drop big axe, pull the big shield off of my back, and pull fucking trench shovel off of my hip, and go full Deathcore Krieg.
Defensive.
So, slightly defensive, but still hand axe attack.
Go for it. As you...
Ooh.
You're kind of like struggling to pull the hand axe out of your...
Like I'm trying to make a swing as I'm pulling it out, and it
Yeah.
like,
and it kind of like just shifts off to the side, and you miss. Mordin, it is your turn.
Okay. If I were to, he's right up in my fucking business.
He is right up in your fucking business, yes.
All right. I can't take like a 5-foot step back without invoking. Right?
Nope. This is not Pathfinder.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I grew up on Pathfinder. All right.
It's okay.
All right. Well, shit. All right. Drop my bow and draw both of my short swords. And
And attack with your action, and attack with your bonus action.
And I'm going to use my bonus action though to cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on the guy right in front of me.
Go for it.
So, yep. There's no saving throw or nothing. You just that's what it is.
Yep.
Okay.
You kind of you invoke a small magical sigil, and it appears on the side of the owlbear with a kind of like a runic sigil that kind of lights it up just for you. Kind of like
My eyes are...
like a small like targeting arrow, just like right here.
Yep. I got you.
Carved here for
Alright.
the most delicious meat you've ever had.
You have to cut from here to here, and
Ooh.
Uh,
We're all rolling nines. God damn.
9.
I'm gonna die. Oh well. All right. I'm gonna start rolling a new character on the off time. So go ahead. That's all I can do.
For this first owlbear, kind of seeing that, it's going to move just a little bit closer to Tok, and it's going to bat at you because you've been casting fire at it, and it doesn't like fire.
Back.
With a 21 to hit.
God damn.
I am rolling really well tonight.
Use new
Fire those
dice!
tights.
I'm sorry.
Fire those
Dice,
tights.
please.
You're no longer allowed to use them.
What do you mean?
You know
So-
what I mean.
Cast
Alex,
them into the
you-
fire.
You're not allowed to have this kind of power. However, you take 8 points of slashing damage.
Ouchie.
It's a haphazard kind of swipe. However, it will take a second attack at Sho Val
No.
with a 12 to hit.
And no.
Yay!
This time you kind of like shove your shield in its face as it's kind of trying to bite at you.
Oh, I actually have a 20 AC because it's a +1 shield. I forgot about that.
It's a riot shield basically for you.
Pretty much. It's a tower shield.
Yeah, tower shield, riot shield, that kind of deal. However, the second snowy owlbear is indeed going to lay into Mordin with a 15 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. This will be its bite, and that is going to be 10 points of damage.
All right, and he needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, with a dexterity saving throw, it hits a 14.
AC. Fuck. Made it by 1. God
Okay.
damn it.
It still takes half damage.
It does.
So,
2d10. So half of 15.
I'll run that down to 14, so 7.
Alright, so yeah, 7 fire damage is Hellish Rebuke. Burns him. Or it. Or she. I don't know.
That's not bad.
That's fair. Okay, so moving right along, it's going to make another attack. This time with its claws, swiping out at you. That is an 8.
That misses. How much was the beak attack for?
It was 10.
Still ouchy. Very ouchy. Okay. Owie. Okay.
Okay. With that being done, Tok, your turn.
Question: If
Yes.
I go dash up to let me see if I can get it.
I'm actually going to do one interject real quick. The X-Beak is going to come up and do an attack against it.
Yay! I was,
Still
won-
hooked to the cart.
Yay! Go X-Beak!
I was
Go
honestly
Pine Cone.
wondering if you were going to do that.
Yay, pine
Getting-
cone.
A 20 to hit.
Damn!
Go
Doing
pine cone.
doing 1d8 damage with a 5.
Plus,
5 plus
Nope,
2,
yes.
doing 7 damage.
it pecked its toe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's kneecap.
The X-Beak is just like, fuck this, I don't want to be eaten. Yeah. it literally just like headbutts the owlbear.
It's like my ass is in this too.
It senses danger and confronts it. Tok, you. Go ahead.
So
I just forgot something. Sho Val, you had
Whatever.
inspiration.
I did. I might have been able to use it last time to.
Yeah, you could have. I forgot about it.
Well, you can use it next time.
Yep. It lasts 10 minutes.
Turn.
You're good.
Why is that dice just kind of right at Tok's foot?
Mm.
I don't know. But
It looks like it's humping Tok's foot. Am I the only one seeing this?
no, you're not. Trust me.
My view is blocked by a quote-unquote owl bear.
It's like one of those little tiny dogs that just starts humping your leg when you go over somebody's
Oh,
house.
did I?
Yeah.
There it goes.
Okay. There's go. So,
One
Get that-
damage.
Get that out of the way. Oh, chicken.
Alex. Okay, so Alex, back to my original question.
Yep.
If I were to dash up to there, where those rocks are,
Yeah.
would that provoke an attack of opportunity?
That would indeed provoke. Unless you wanted to disengage.
Okay.
But
could
that
do
would use your action.
Okay. I'll disengage then.
And you see Dearaen just kind of crouched down behind him, just like looks up. Oh shit! My cover is gone.
Coward.
Sorry.
Hey, I don't have many things left to do. I'm the squishiest of everyone here.
Fight for your life.
So you move just over here, or?
Just
Thought you were moving behind the rocks.
yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
This is that, and I don't think you can do anything for your bonus action, so you'll move to Dearaen.
Okay, who looks the most hurt in terms of allies and enemies? Well, Yeah.
Sho Val.
Make a perception, or you can either do a perception check or a medicine check.
let's see, what am I missing? Let's do perception, that's a little bit higher. That's a 19.
Okay, so, kind of looking around, you can probably see that Sho Val is very wounded. You can see Mordin has taken a hit. The owlbear that has been attacking you and Sho Val and Tok is looking pretty rough, considering it's been being attacked by 3 different people.
Yeah, okay. So... bonus action. Healing word. On, Sho Val. At level 1. That uses up my last spell slot. And I'm gonna go... Suplex City. I want you to kill this thing. I want you to kill this thing. I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my mind. And you are going to get healed for 5 health. 5 hit points. And then I guess I'm going to, since I'm not within range of it, I'm going to move. Let's see. 30 feet is about right there, so I'm gonna move back here.
Sure.
That's my full movement. And on the one that all of us have been attacking, I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery,
Okay.
which is a cantrip.
Does the Vicious Mockery say anything about understanding language or anything?
You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay. No, go ahead.
So it's like a magical enchantment. So I'm just gonna say, hey, yo, overgrown chicken. I bet you don't even taste good with barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
And the axe beak picks up.
Not you, Pinecone. You're good. You're a very lovely bird, and we would not eat you.
The owlbear just kind of looks at you, just offended.
It has to make a
As
wisdom
for
save.
a wisdom save, it rolled a 12.
That is just under what it needed, so it takes 4 psychic damage, and it gets disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay.
Alright.
Woo!
It looks offended. There you go.
It just, like, all of a sudden does, like, the one paw to the chest, like, oh, my word!
I never.
Exactly.
Sho Val, it is now your turn.
And then, muffled underneath the helmet, he goes, just this once, I will go all out. So, hand axe.
Go for it.
Wait, what can I use for...
Hand axe should be your strength modifier.
Yeah, no, I checked to see if I
You're-
could use...
Okay.
I will add inspiration to that.
It should be a d6.
Yeah.
So
You
8 plus d6, please roll high. Not high enough.
Nope, just not quite high enough.
No!
I will action surge.
Go
And
for
try
it.
again.
Do the thing.
Come on, come on, come on.
There we go.
17.
Yeah!
That hits.
And
You
2
can-
plus d6. Or so 5 plus 5. So 10 damage.
Nice. You go to swing the first time around, but it during it kind of reels back in aghast to Dearaen's remarks, so you miss your first attack, but it seems kind of steady, and you manage to swing back and get right into its underbelly
How's it
with a nice strike. It's looking rough. Mordin, your turn.
Alright. $18.
That'll hit.
Alright, so that plus that. Holy shit. And then another
Plus-
d6 for Hunter's Mark. So 9, 13,
17.
17 points of damage.
17, and then bonus action attacking again with the other offhand.
Now this one, that one hits. You do not add your, dex, to the hit though, to the damage.
So
You don't add the modifier to the damage. It's just the roll.
All right, so a d6.
Because
Actually, so
unless you have the 2-weapon fighting style.
I think I actually do. Yes, I do.
Oh, so
2-weapon
in that
fighting.
case, you do add your modifier.
Well then, okay. All right, so that
I didn't realize that you had taken that, so disregard
that's
that.
the one I took.
Well, honestly,
Then
it's pretty common with a lot of classes.
Other d6, and then another psychic damage.
14.
So 14. It's 17 and 14.
You did 31 damage
Nice.
No.
in a single round. Holy shit.
Gotta love that Hunter's Mark, huh?
Hunter's
Why do you
Mark is
think I took
nuts.
Why do you think I took Hex in our other campaign? Damn.
Now with that, you just kind of start going ham. You cleave down with your first with your main hand, kind of stabbing it into the one shoulder. You come around, you stab with your left hand into the other shoulder, and you've got it. Your two swords kind of embedded into its two shoulders.
Can I roll an intimidation check on that right after that one? Just to see if I can scare it away by roaring in its face.
Sure.
No, become the alpha. Befriend it.
A 19 on intimidation.
I will roll a contested
Probably me.
insight. Just maybe a. Well, I rolled a 3, so. You can kind of see a flash of, oh, in its face.
It's like,
This might not be food.
it's like mistakes might have been made.
Mistakes might have been made. As for the first owlbear, it is going to claw into our lovely tanky friend here. Yeah. With a 23 to hit.
Was that
Or
with
no, 22.
disadvantage?
Oh, I did not roll disadvantage. I'm sorry. That is a 16 to hit. For the claws. Does the 16? Sho Val?
Is he
The what?
muted again? No.
Sorry.
16.
16
Sorry.
to hit? No.
Okay. And
I
for
thought-
Zabiki. That, however, because it's only the first one, is going to be a 23.
At least I got the big one out of the way.
Yep.
Sure.
Let's get this, kind of see this die just spinning in space here.
I was gonna say, why is it still spinning? It landed. Oh.
That is an 8 plus 5, so 13 points of damage.
Ooh. I am down to 2.
It is looking very angry that its food is fighting back. And not quite dead yet.
Why will you not just submit?
The second one is going to try to, kind of in a frenzy, just try to knock you out. Mordin,
Okay.
with a claw, that is going to be a 14 to hit.
It hits, it matches.
Okay. The claws. Let's get these nice and spinny. That is going to be
Now,
14
am I
points of
able
damage.
to do 14?
Yep.
Alright, how? Am I able to do Hellish Rebuke again?
Yes, you are.
Wait.
Yes,
Um,
I'm gonna fucking use
Wait.
that.
If I believe they said it that you can use it as a
One
but
action.
but I think you have to use your spell slots.
Spell slots.
Yeah.
And I got one left, so...
Okay, okay. That's where I was confused on.
Alright, give me a
One
dexterity save.
save coming right up. That is a natural 20 for a 21.
2d10.
Roll that
Natty
damage.
20. It has gotten.
Oh, fuck.
Ah,
So, yeah, 5. 5 fire. Very weakened.
It's gotten a little wise to your movement since you did it again last time, so it manages to dodge very easily. But you did take 14 points of damage,
I know.
and it is also not a fan of the axe beak, so it is also going to
I hate to say this, but thank God.
it's going to bite at the axe beak, getting a natural 20 to hit.
Oh,
two
The
nat
X
20s
week.
in a row.
Yes, 2 nat 20s in a row.
Is this the same dice we told you to get rid of?
Possibly. I swear it's not weighted, I swear!
Uh-huh.
So, 2d10. Piercing damage. 9 plus 5, so 14 points of damage. The axe-beak is very hurt, but alive. You can see it. You can see the axe-beak take a very nasty gash along its side, especially down its leg, and it kind of looks limping. But the owlbear, kind of seeing that you guys are still up, is going to move away.
Does Axebeak get an attack of opportunity?
Do both of us get an attack of opportunity?
You used your reaction for a Hellish Rebuke.
I did.
Yeah, you use your reaction already.
But does Axebeak... No, sorry, that's the Axebeak. Does
Pinecone.
Pinecone?
It technically does. So let's see what Axebeak does. Axebeak gets a 14, which hits, and it is going to do...
Kill the owlbear. Kill the owlbear.
That's not the right one. There we go. Here's the right one. Ignore that one. This one.
Come on, Pinecone.
That is a 5 points of damage, which it's still up. You can see the Axebeak just kind of like flop over and just on its way down, just make a another headbutt. The Axebeak is very injured and is not going to give chase. Tok, it is now your turn.
So how is that, what the fuck just happened?
You accidentally hit attack on it.
No, I did.
You did?
Oh.
Okay.
I was assuming
Okay.
you were going to cast another firebolt.
I just wanted to know, how is it looking? Like, really bloodied, or...
make a medicine or a perception check.
Do perception. Seven.
You can't quite really tell. You do notice some blood on it, but you're not familiar with owlbear anatomy to see exactly how wounded it is.
Alright. Well, it's time to...
Plus, it's
cook
kind of
this.
turned away from you, so...
Ah, shit. Never mind, 6.
Yeah, not with
Dice
that.
have turned against me. Okay.
Was there anything they wanted to do as a bonus action, or...
No, not really.
Okay. Dearaen, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move behind Mordin, which is my 30 feet movement,
Okay.
and take a shot at the one running away with my crossbow.
Okay. Is it...
It's about 45 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no,
what is the
no,
range on
never
your
mind,
thing?
Never mind.
I mean,
I
you,
can't do
you,
that.
you can still technically... What
Do
is
it with-
what is the range on the crossbow? Or what is the...
30 to 120 feet. No,
So
never
you
mind.
can't-
I looked at the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm gonna
So
shoot.
it would be a disadvantage, but you can technically take a shot.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna shoot the other one, which is a 23 to hit.
That is a definite hit.
And oh fucking hell! 3 damage.
It takes 3 damage.
Yeah, I know.
How does it take 3 damage? It takes 3 damage. As a crossbow bolt strikes it.
He's like, just strikes it in his paw and it's like, that one I'm gonna eat. The rest of you, that's gonna go in the garbage.
This food is not worth it anymore. I'm out. Sho Val, it is now your turn.
How bad is this thing looking?
Perception or a medicine check?
I'll do perception. I'm better at that.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Is anybody better at medicine than they are at perception?
I don't think anyone is.
Which
Shit.
is bad. It's
Ah.
at 13.
You can tell it's pretty wounded. Any more, and you might think it might either flee or try to just end you.
Well,
It's looking pretty wounded.
I am just going to attack and pray that somebody has a, oh. Well, yeah. Do I try to attack, or do I, like, disengage and back off and try and let it run away?
That'd be kind of metagaming on our part, I think.
That's up to you.
I'll attack it.
Okay.
You do you, boo boo.
Yeah.
I have 2 hit points.
Personally, I was gonna say attack it. Oh, fuck.
Not with a 9 to hit.
Shield.
You're kind of bloodied yourself, and you're like some of the some blood is kind of running down your face and into your eyes, and you're just kind of like swinging wildly.
The lenses of the goggles are getting bloody.
Yeah.
He's starting to see red. First it was blue, now it's red.
Only I was a barbarian. Although that wouldn't help with the armor.
Mordin, it is now your turn.
Being extremely injured, I drop my swords, pick back up my bow, which I haven't actually moved, so
Yep, that's fair.
right there at my feet.
Yep.
Pod shot right at the one that's running away. I am not happy at all.
That is now your quarry.
Go for it.
And I missed.
And it goes. It lands a little bit short. As you're quickly trying to knock an arrow and take a pot shot, but it kind of like meanders. It's kind of like a weird limp, and you like try to hit it in its haunch, and it just kind of like shifts to the side, like you weren't expecting it to.
Yeah,
I
understand.
believe that's
wasn't
the
expecting much.
end of your turn.
Yes, it is.
Okay, the owlbear is going to do a little bit of a rotaty thing first, going 1, 2, 3.
I
There.
want to go this way. No, I want to go that way. No, this way. No, that way.
But it is going to make a attack against you just with a claw. That is a 20 to hit.
That meets. I must say I'm down because it's literally. Yeah,
9 points of damage.
I'm dead.
He's down.
And he's just going to leave. He just kind of like backhands you, and you just go sprawling into the ground. I will say that will cancel your thing.
Super Mario noises. Peer, 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 peer.
And Sho Val is now unconscious. So the second owlbear is going to keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
For the purpose of we're all bloodied, we're pretty much. I'm guessing we're just gonna let him walk. So.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's mostly if Mordin wants to take a couple more pot shots. Or not.
Yeah.
I'll take one more, because it did piss me off. If that's alright with everybody, you just skip it right back
I
to
will-
me.
Okay, if all honesty, since my turn's up pretty soon anyway, I was just gonna run up to Sho Val and pop a healing potion in his mouth.
Well, Tok can also hit him, because Tok has a range of 120 feet on his
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say I have that on my firebolt.
Cook
Forgot
that
about
fucking bear.
Alright, firebolt it is.
Cook that fucking bear.
Come on, actually hit this time, please.
No.
Damn, you've
What
not
am-
done really
what-
well with that.
Fuck.
You're still getting used to the whole hand motion thing.
What is with our rolls?
I have no
I don't know,
idea.
it started out good, and then now they're going like.
Dearaen, you want to pop a health potion into Sho Val?
Is it an action or a bonus action?
That's an action.
Okay, well, beat him up anyway, so I'll pop a healing potion into his mouth. And that, let me see what that is on here. Potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2. So, 1, 2, rolling
Rolling.
9 points of healing. And I'm gonna transfer that empty healing potion into an empty vial.
Okay,
So that way I can keep track of that.
sure.
Unless I accidentally removed it entirely. Oopsies. Let me just put that
It's
back.
alright.
Yeah,
So,
I'll just put it back.
Sho Val. Sho Val, it's your turn.
Yeah. Huh? Huh?
Kill.
Sho Val, it is your turn.
I see the owlbears running away, and I'm like,
It's 30 feet away from you.
You can breathe. You can fight.
Those are my okay. I
Sorry, no, that
walk
was me.
over to the cart and sit down.
He's just like, nope.
Nope.
Mordin, your turn.
Alright, one more pod shot.
Yeah, okay.
Nope. I am way too injured.
Yeah, you're all feeling a bit wounded, and
And at that, I just sit down. I'm just down.
for the purposes of this, the owlbears are going to go back and lick their wounds and do their thing. Everybody licking their wounds, owlbears deciding that this meal isn't worth it. That will end combat.
I am in the same. No, I'm not in the same boat as Sho Val anymore.
Pretty much we're all in the same boat as how I started.
No, I'm worse. I am
Gentlemen.
bleeding from every orifice
Exactly.
possible.
Gentlemen, I say we take a rest. I say we set up camp. Probably a little bit further than here, but away from here, but let's set up camp.
I heft myself back up and find my shovel.
Easily found. Your shovel is laying on the ground, kind of a small, like 2 or 3 inches underneath the snow, but
I kind of use it to help me walk a little bit.
Dearaen,
Yeah,
you have that orb still?
I already used it.
Shit.
I'm completely tapped out.
Pinecone needs healing. I take time to. I'm taking care of an animal more than I'm taking care of myself. That's how Mordin is.
Yeah.
With 1 HP, I am bandaging up Pinecone.
I'll help you out with that. I can at least help you out with bandaging.
if you want, you guys can make some,
Animal handling?
I would say just medicine checks.
What's your medicine?
I would say for every hour you can make like a medicine check, and it can potentially heal.
Yeah, no, my medicine,
1d4?
He rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, yeah.
I realize I'm about to do more harm than good, so I step back.
I'd say you fall in the snow.
Yeah.
Don't make me fall in this. If I take 1 hit point of damage, I'm down.
No,
I know, I'm saying-
you don't take any damage yourself, but you kind of like look at the bird pulling the sled, and you realize that you have no idea how to how to fix this up. You're not a veterinarian. This is not your strong suit. It's better option to just not.
Alright,
gonna-
well then I use myself. I need to find us a decent place to rest, like
Yeah.
make a camp.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over to Sho Val and just say, I think it's time for one of those Quincy's again.
Looking around, make me a survival check, Martin.
Thank you.
Can I make one as well?
Go ahead.
12. 12 is not bad.
Go ahead. If you want, you can make a survival check as well, Tok.
I'm gonna make a medicine check on the
13.
on our
Okay.
axe beak.
Go ahead.
Oh, that is a 19.
There we go. You kind of pull out some like spare cloth or whatever, and you just kind of start wrapping it around the axe beak, trying to
Yeah.
pad down the wounds and whatnot.
Just stabilize pine cone.
Yep. Pinecone the axe beak.
We have another mascot, boys.
I wonder
Thank
how
you, Bard.
Kibbles is gonna feel about that.
No,
Yeah.
Kibbles is the main one.
Kibbles is definitely the main mascot.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Kibbles kind of pokes their head out of the
Out of the like pelts and blankets.
The furs.
out of the pelts and blankets and furs, and
Realizing this is becoming a weird version.
and it just kind of goes.
That one anime about the shield hero. We now have a giant chicken mascot, and we had a.
Oh god, if Pinecone turns into a pretty girl, oh my god.
I don't think we're going that far.
I don't think
Oh,
we're
God.
gonna go that far.
I know.
Suddenly, Kibbles becomes a human for some odd reason. Why? I don't know.
Kibbles, you're a real boy.
What anime was this?
I think it was like Reckoning of a Shield Hero or something of a Shield Hero.
Yeah, shield her anime. But anyway, we're getting off subject.
Let's go
So
to
about finding a
exploration.
spot to make a Quincy.
It takes you a little bit, but for the most part, like you kind of find some rocks and stuff that kind of create a little bit of a shelter against the wind.
I angrily shove one trench shovel into Tok's hand. Like, in a get to work.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. It was a what?
You're
Hey,
helping.
Put a
I will say I will have the two of you make
Survival?
survival
That's still
checks.
survival.
Or athletics for just moving a shit ton of snow.
Eh. Both work.
I'm gonna do athletics.
I was just suggesting that's a DM thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I was waiting for
Alex-
DM clarification
Okay,
on that
Alex.
one.
Yeah, Alex, your
So
call.
for the both of you, I'm gonna have both of you make survival checks to build a Quincy, or a athletics checks for building a Quincy. Just
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In that case, I will invoke the Frost Rune and get a plus 2.
I got a 14.
20.
Ooh, nice.
I am very good at piling the snow, but somebody else has to carve
yeah,
it
you're-
out from the inside.
Yeah, you're angry enough that you just kind of like.
It's like the kid on a snow day being told, "No, you can't go out and play. You need to go shovel the driveway."
Oh, I've been there. Oh god.
Just angry shoveling.
grr.
Is you like enlarged just a little bit from anger?
Perhaps.
I will assume you probably build yourself a small campfire on the inside as well.
Yeah, after we get everything else said and done, I'd start doing the.
So, yeah, between the two of you, easily enough, it takes you probably a good 10-20 minutes to just kind of quickly shovel.
But after
There's a lot of snow, but you do, I'll say, between all of that, you do kind of feel your muscles begin to ache a little bit. And you pile into a Quincy, and you find yourselves quickly find yourselves in the safety of a natural environment, if that makes sense. You're relatively safe from the elements, as Sho Val starts making up a small bonfire on the inside of the Quincy to warm you all up.
more for light at this point. Well, warming us up and light because it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
But a good.
You kind of drag your
insulation enough.
drag your pelts in and kind of bundle up, maybe share a ration or two. All things considered, so this will be a. Would you like to take shifts for watch?
Okay. Sorry, you cut out a little bit for.
Would you like to take shifts for watch?
Yeah.
I'm the least hurt, so I'll take first watch.
Okay.
No, actually, I think I'm the least hurt, so I should.
I've taken no damage.
You haven't?
No, I stayed back.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, I'll take second watch then.
Okay. So.
Yeah, pretty much all my stuff was depleted, so I stayed back. Until I get better armor, I'm trying not to go front lines.
Okay, so
Understandable.
for the first watch, which will take, I'll say 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
I want you to roll me a perception check. Dearaen.
13.
13. Everything seems uneventful. 1 hour, you're kind of probably slowly pulling. You probably warm your hands over the fire. You maybe pull out an instrument and play very softly, maybe like a soothing lullaby.
Yeah.
Everybody would technically get the benefits of a short rest for now, should something happen. The second hour goes by. You're kind of feeling the tiredness be a little bit on you, but for the most part, it seems fairly uneventful. Two and a half hours, 3 hours. You're like, okay. I need to rest. You kick Tok, who wakes up.
You're up. You're up, man. And where's Kibbles?
Kibbles is sleeping on Mordin at the moment.
Oh, I was gonna just kind of pull Kibbles in and kind of cuddle, but okay. And I'll just pull
And I'm kind of propped up against pine cone.
Yeah.
I'll just go up against one of the walls and just kind of put a fur behind me and put a light blanket on me.
Okay.
Alright, so I go sit over by the entrance.
Yeah, okay. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
21.
21. So with the 21, it's getting really light in the day. There's not a lot of there's a lot of darkness going on. And suddenly you're kind of like watching the sky. There's not a lot of it's very dark out. You're watching the sky. It's actually fairly clear for a little bit, and then suddenly there's kind of like this green flash as suddenly just across the sky it ripples away in the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, that was odd.
And it takes up like almost the entire sky that you can see. It's actually a very pretty sight, but not particularly. You're kind of looking around, keeping your ears out just in case. There's winds whipping across the tundra, but nothing seems to be particularly
Basically, it
catching
doesn't
your
look like
eye.
we're about. It doesn't look like we're about to be attacked.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So a couple hours pass. Seems uneventful. Other than the sky lighting up. Who do you want to kick awake?
Say
Or you
probably
can you can describe how you want to awaken somebody.
Alright, I get up and
Remember the last time you tried to wake me up?
yeah. On second thought, get up and I go over and at an arm's reach, knock on Sho Val's helmet and go, wakey wakey.
I, in my sleeping stupor, throw a punch.
Ah.
Okay.
And Dearaen in his 30 super
roll an unarmed strike.
and Dearaen in his
No,
jury state just kind of
22.
quietly mumbles like, and there's no eggs in bacon.
Okay. I will say Tul'kir kind of get a nice bruise.
Or
As
damage.
I wouldn't say any damage per se. It's just kind of one of those like, eh.
Ow.
You're not like in your sleeping state. You're not like trying to throw damage, but it's enough that if caught off guard can leave a bruise, but not particularly.
And as I wake up, I kind of look and realize I threw the punch, and I'm like, oh, it's Tok.
Yeah.
I kind of move off the side and then sit at the front of the tunnel to the inside of the city.
Okay.
And as you do, I look at you and I say, keep your eye on the sky. Just trust me.
Kind of just turn around and give him a little side eye.
Sho Val, as you meander out of the Quincy, out of the snowpack shelter that you've made, you have a kind of small. I would assume the small. It's not even so much a bonfire as it is just kind of like a small, tiny fire that's kind of still smoldering a little bit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be there to be keeping it. I wouldn't be awake to be keeping it going every minute. So.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you guys have fed some wood into the fire, but
right.
It's one of those like it's not like a bonfire. It's just like a small.
No, Mordin bought us some fuel,
Yeah.
so.
It's enough to keep you guys. It's enough to produce some
bought
warmth,
me
but not
fuel.
like a full-on fire.
Mordin bought like regular fuel for like
Yeah.
something like an oil lamp.
Yeah.
I thought you bought
No,
stacks of wood.
you guys had bought some wood. You had bought
Yeah,
some
we
wood.
did.
I was gonna say.
I do remember
just
that.
The voice in the sky has spoken.
The voice in the sky has spoken that you have wood to burn. So,
Oh, I was about to say,
I was like, wait, hold on.
And I kind of come out with
you
my
little guys, get in. Just get out of here. Anyways, so,
almost
like,
blanket fur.
yeah. You
Kinda
kind
wrap
of
around
you kind of wrap yourself in a fur and a pelt, and you kind of sit out towards the entrance of the Quincy, and you look up into the sky, and you do see kind of like the aurora, as like greens and kind of a blues, kind of shimmering and waving across the sky. Roll me a perception check. 16.
why couldn't we roll this well against the owl bears?
Rude.
I honestly have no idea. Like, nobody's hitting. Except the owlbears.
And it's like, owl bear, 2 nat 20s in a row. Fuck.
Granted, one of those would want to save, but still.
Yeah.
How many hours have passed since we fell asleep?
Since you started, this would probably be
6.
going into hour 6 and 7.
Okay, then technically I would have gotten a full rest because I think full rest is like 6 hours of sleep and 2 hours of light.
It's like 6 to 8 or something like that.
I think it's like 8 hours.
It's 8 hours long. I just clicked on the thing and I'm reading.
Yeah.
8 hour long, 6 hours. Sleeps for at least 6 hours and no more than 2 hours later. Could be so.
Okay.
I'm just.
So you're just kind of sitting there resting, and nothing seems to come out at you, but you do notice some heavy clouds off in the distance, and you could probably tell that a blizzard is going to be on its way in the near future.
Just grumble angrily, like, great, more shit happening.
Great, now I'm gonna have to shovel Dad's drive again.
Bye, you.
You're not awake.
Sho Val is grumpy. Grumpy!
Okay, so
Chipotle-
do you
Chipotle
wanna
nap.
wake up Mordin, or
Probably by the time I get through, it's gonna be 8 hours of rest.
yeah, kinda, but it's one of those things of like, do you want to just keep it going, or
Make sure
No,
I
if we
roll-
all
Yep. Nope, go ahead.
however, by the time that you start ending your shift, you do notice the wind's picking up quite quickly, and you start seeing snow and stuff
I
passing
head
past the
back in.
entrance very fast.
I head back into the Quincy.
Okay.
By that time, I'm guessing everyone's kind of gotten their sleep, and it's.
Okay.
I kind of wake everybody up,
Yeah, okay.
telling them, "Hey, we got."
And you all have successfully performed a long rest.
Dearaen just kind of like groggily wakes up. Is like, is there coffee?
No.
There is no coffee.
At
I'm
this
gonna
far
need a-
north,
Shit. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't have a coffee pot. I need
we
to get
have
one of
more
those.
snow coming.
Ah.
Let's get to the next town.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, okay.
I
So-
have all my spells now. Yay.
You start packing up your things.
I have power. Okay. Okay.
You
Okay.
kind of motion the axe beak awake and attach it to the sled.
How's the axe beak looking, by the way?
It's actually looking significantly better, considering it got a nice rest.
And got bandaged up pretty nicely. So
and
yeah.
got bandaged up pretty nicely, so it's looking a lot healthier. You can kind of still see a little bit of a limp to its gait, but it's doing much better. It it probably would not be served best as a mount at the moment, but carrying a sled is
Pulling
easy
a sled
enough.
is good.
is
That's what we.
easy enough.
That's the initial purpose for it now. Yeah, let's go.
So you start making your way. I need one of you to roll me another d10.
I'll do it.
It's my turn.
I thought it was. Oh, fuck.
Well, never mind. You roll a 10.
I haven't gotten a turn in quite a while.
A 10.
It's either good or bad.
Okay, so
The owlbears are back.
I'm going to.
And they had a long rest too.
No.
Going to. Sure.
Okay.
I need you all to make a perception check for me as you start
Ugh.
making your
Oh, no.
way
Oh,
out of a Quincy.
I see nothing. I still am in need of coffee. I got a 6.
I got a 9.
I got a 13.
Give me a second.
Probably don't see squat.
You called me right when I was walking away from my.
I'm
I
sorry.
needed a drink of water. I'm sorry.
We will.
Ugh. Perception.
Perception.
Yes.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Damn.
Nice.
That's super nice.
So. Where did I find that? So, off in the distance, it's let's go right about there. You kind of just for the purposes of just light. Off in the distance, you kind of see like four tall, slim figures. And they all seem to be walking in a line. Do I see them over here? A decent guess would probably tell you that they are travelers. They are striding in single file line. They, at a distance, seem to be fairly far away. You could probably guess that they are probably 200 feet away at the moment.
Okay. Are they going towards us,
they seem to be coming towards you.
I start up upon. If we're not marching, then if we're stopping.
Technically, we don't see him. Mordin does.
No, I mean Mordin sees them first. The rest of you, after he points it out,
Okay.
and easily enough,
I'm gonna say
everybody
we
sees it.
stop and let them pass.
I go up to Mordin. Should I put up a bonfire to like identify that we're here and not threatening?
If you want.
Yeah, sure. Anything that makes it seem non-threatening.
So
I don't want to go through another battle.
So off to the side, I create another little bonfire.
Okay. A
I
line
like that.
kind of shines up in the the kind of like dusky, snowy line, and you can kind of see a quick notice from the first figure as it kind of like stops for a second. You can kind of see a small figure like kind of point over there, and they start making their way over towards you. And as you
just kind of friendly waves.
As you end up as they come closer and closer, you can see that what seemed like they were a little bit farther away, it was one of those, like, they seemed a lot closer than you thought, and as you get closer, they keep getting taller and taller and taller.
Oh.
Until you see, like, 8-foot figures kind of striding towards you, all covered in furs and whatnot.
Dearaen's wave just kind of slows a little bit, just like...
And I'm going to pull up some art onto the stream, as this is kind of what you see.
Oh, these are Goliaths, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Oh,
There's
sweet,
some
I
nice
got it right
art.
first try.
There's some art on my stream of what they look like.
I'm waiting. Ah.
Maybe they're friendly?
I'm not going to attack first, that's for damn sure.
And with that, they kind of the one in the front just kind of like waves at you,
I wave back.
Hey,
and then
hi.
they all kind of catch up, and the first one introduces himself, kind of standing 8 foot tall and kind of looking down at you.
Hail, traveler.
Hail.
What brings you out this way?
Currently on a rescue mission. Trying to find adventurers in the guide.
Well, I know not of these gods of which you speak. Let me introduce ourselves. We are members of the Akhenathi clan from Sky Tower Shelter.
Tower Shelter.
I'm going to pull up the 10-town map. I think it's in there.
Akhenathi, you said?
Akhenathi.
Akhenathi, okay.
While you're doing that, I'm going to roll a knowledge history,
Boop.
if that's alright.
Sure, go ahead.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, you're not completely familiar with anything. You haven't done any research into the beings of them. You could probably assume that it's like some clan in the area, but you don't exactly know where.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Dearaen's gonna just kind of speak up and just say, yeah, we were on our way to, wait, fuck, what was the name of the town we were going towards?
Tourmaline?
Thank you, Tourmaline. We were on our way to Tourmaline when a couple owlbears caught us by surprise. We were just recovering from a Yeti attack earlier, so...
Yes. One must be careful in the tundra. the wildlife has a tendency to make food out of wandering adventurers.
And that should scare them off before they did too much damage. But what brings you out? What brings you out here? Awkward silence. Awkward silence.
1 second. We are involved in a quest in a search for particular items, as it were.
Cocks head curiously, just like items.
There are... The Goliath clans often try to procure various artifacts of the surrounding areas. There are dungeons, there are the dwarves that live nearby. I believe if you make your way slightly northeasterly of here, you might be able to find an underground encampment of them. They are very skilled craftsmen.
That's the way we were going already, right?
So on the map in Tourmaline, it's basically just directly east from Tourmaline instead of like in between Tourmaline and Cairn. Kelvin's Cairn is north of that. There's like a small pass in the middle.
Okay. Sweet.
And that seems to be the area that he's referring to, but he doesn't have any like direct spots. He does. It's kind of like here's a general area of where they would probably be found in. It's one of those things of like, well, if you can find a dwarf, they can probably lead you there.
Yeah, it's not like he's gonna pull out a map and be like, okay, and this is the local tourist attractions right here, 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 and here. Oh, let's see. I have no idea what else to do in this situation.
Well, I don't want to hold you from your mission.
Yeah.
It seems that you have an important... important task ahead of you, and dangers in your path. That being said, we are fairly fond of games and bragging rights, as it were.
Bragging rights?
There are various athletics contests that we like to engage other adventuring parties in.
Just kind of glances at Sho Val.
I'm sure. Another one kind of speaks up and goes, with all these boulders around, the first to roll we like to roll yeah.
Boulder rolling contest?
It's a boulder rolling contest where it's basically they dig up a couple 10-foot boulders and basically try to push them 50 feet. And because they're kind of looking around and seeing all the rocks and stuff around. So it's one of those things where and one of them kind of throws down the gauntlet of, I bet we could roll a boulder faster than you.
I'm betting you can.
At this Tok's ears kind of perk up and he goes, "Oh, really? You think so now?"
We are Goliaths. We are some of the strongest in the north. Even the orcs can't match up to our strength.
Oh.
Care to put a wager on that?
I'd be more than happy.
Popcorn appears out of nowhere. Therese just started eating.
So,
Wait, where'd you get popcorn from?
if we want to do this, a couple of the Goliaths will pull out 2 boulders, and they're going to draw.
Out of where?
There's a couple rocks here.
Don't
so-
ask.
They search the environment to find 2 that are about the same size.
Okay.
Well, they're like half stone giants, so
Yeah.
it would make sense that they would carry stones on them the entire time.
So basically, what they're gonna do is they're gonna kind of create a line in the snow in between the 2 of these 2, and they're gonna throw the other 2 behind one rock, which I'm going to use a.
Dearaen's just gonna kind of
I'm
shimmy
gonna
up
use
to
the stone
Sho Val
golem
and be
for
like,
it.
"Don't you want to try?"
Nudge,
I
nudge.
put up the thing and say, Tok seems to really want to prove himself, but if you
Yeah.
want to tell him 2v2, that's fine with me.
They're basically saying 2v2.
Okay, then yeah, I'm in.
And I'm just gonna kind of point to tap Sho Val and be like, make the expression of "imbigify." Just come on.
I kind of.
They-
Magic is cheating.
I didn't say I was gonna use magic.
They will say.
Yeah,
They will say just for the fairness of contest, no magic.
But it's an ability, not magic.
I was gonna say it's giant magic.
Fuck.
Rune magic.
I will say you are allowed to do the bardic inspiration, but beyond that,
Because you can disguise that as just cheering them on.
yeah. As for
Pom-poms out of nowhere.
so two of them get behind one boulder.
I'll wager you say 20 gold.
Wait, how much?
20 gold?
20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have 20 gold?
Yes,
I have 10.
Actually. I have 20.
Okay.
Actually, I could spot you 20 gold, or 10
Hey,
gold, I mean,
d- d-
Sho
It's
Is it 20 gold each or 20 gold?
20 gold total.
20 gold
Okay.
aside.
So you two
Okay.
can go half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Change
For
the
the
music?
sake of interactions with giant kin,
Okay.
I go up to them, or one that is off to the side, and not the before the contest begins, I kind of go up to one and pull up the slate, explaining, "Hey, I can't talk, but I came across something that's been helping me out, and that seems to be related to giants, and I'm wondering if you know much about it." And I show them the rune on the back of my helmet, or the frost rune.
Yeah. One of them kind of takes a look at it, and I'm gonna roll. He rolls an 18, so
Damn.
that's before the modifier.
So, the language of our people. Our brethren. The language of giants. You can then use these runes to invoke various magic effects. Learn them well, and they may serve you well.
And then I pull the thing. And of course, for the benefit of sportsmanship, I will not use said magic, and I take the helmet off. I've already taken the helmet off the shoulder.
Yeah.
I set it off to the side, back over by Dearaen.
He kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and kind of gives you a good grin.
So, let us begin.
As he towers over me, as he's probably a good 2 foot taller than me.
Yeah, 2-3 feet taller than you. That being said, so he's gonna call the shot, and I need each of you to roll an athletics check.
Meanwhile, I'm offering Mordin some popcorn. And I need to do the inspiration beforehand.
I got a cramp. I got a cramp.
Oh no.
Sho Val, you should have warmed up. I told you to stretch.
So,
Hard to get warm in the frigid fucking north.
yeah.
Well, at least stretch.
Cramp.
Who had the bardic inspiration?
No one. I didn't use it.
So, so they kind of start going and going. Time is called, and the two Goliaths start kind of heaving. One pushes it really far, and it actually goes 15 feet. So 5, 10, 15, because he actually rolled a nat 20.
Damn.
Come on.
But the other one rolled a 5, so. But
Okay, so I can't
so
do that.
someone. I'm gonna let the nat 20 kind of supersede it and push it a little farther. For the first kind of round, Tok actually kind of finds the area where it moves easiest and puts his kind of strength into it and manages to help move it 10 feet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm limping behind because I got a Charlie horse.
Yep. I'm gonna
can I
have
use a-
everybody roll again.
I was about to say, can I use another inspiration?
You can use an inspiration if you would
You
like.
start cheering us on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, and whoops, we rolled a 1 in our authentication check. Give me a second.
No, you just tell us that you rolled.
My thing crashed, but yeah, I was gonna use a bardic inspiration to give Sho Val, unless I burn 2 and give both inspiration.
You can only do one per round.
That's why I was asking.
So
Let's see. Use it on Sho Val and just say, "Come on, man! Show them that you're about as strong as any giant, half giant or giant otherwise. Come on, man!" Just kind of like doing the basic football dad cheer.
Yep.
Come on, son. You got this.
Okay.
I could be really mean about it,
So-
but I'm not going to.
I'm gonna have each of you
Fail,
roll.
don't even bother coming home tonight.
No,
Oh.
I wasn't gonna do that.
Roll
15.
again.
Woohoo!
Boulder!
Plus the D6. Plus a 1, so 26.
It did really matter with a nat
Okay.
20.
So
I kind of shake off the Charlie horse and almost start to fucking
So,
kick the thing.
yeah,
I'm
you-
sorry,
you kinda-
sorry, lad.
no, this time you move it 15 feet. You kind of get you're like, you know what? No, I'm stronger than these guys. Fuck 'em. And you managed to move it up, but they both rolled kind of low, and
Yay!
And then
And
with much rejoicing.
they managed to move it 10 feet.
I should
Or
have
5
saved
feet.
the inspiration.
That's up to
Oh.
the DM.
I rolled the d6.
Yeah, it's fine. It's one of those things where like you get it up a little bit more, but next time around, let's go.
Okay.
Did you want
Another
to?
round of inspiration?
Yeah, Tok, I'm just gonna say, are you gonna let these half giants mess with you and your orc lineage after the way they insulted you? Come on, man.
You feel inspired, Tok.
You hear
Can I
from-
roll with advantage or what?
No,
You get a
just
d6
add
added
a
to your roll
D6.
if you choose to use
Oh,
it,
Yeah.
which lasts for
Okay.
10 minutes, so you don't necessarily have to use
So
it this time.
you don't have to use it this time. But everybody roll athletics checks.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a
nice.
ni-
That cramp.
oh,
That's a
no,
19.
I'm still not using that.
And a 3.
And the cramp came back.
Oh no.
In the other leg. It's in the other leg. Ah.
Ah,
You.
Ultimate Ace Ventura moment.
So you guys only managed to move it 5 feet this time around. However, the two Goliaths move at 10 feet. So it's almost neck and neck.
it's like, come on, Sho Val, we got this.
Okay, I'm gonna ask, do I use my last bardic inspiration?
If you want.
Up to you.
I can't get him back after until a long rest.
That's up to you.
I'm gonna save it.
We might get to the town fairly quickly.
Yeah, but are we gonna take a long rest there?
Well, that's a good point. I figure we probably should.
So okay, let's go into the next one.
Okay. So, are you giving out bardic inspiration or not?
Ooh.
No,
Well,
'cause we-
Tok still has his, so.
Yeah, I'm still on a time.
Oh, it's-
We're on a
it's
time
one
crunch,
per-
dude.
You can... Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
I'll just roll one.
yep.
I
Go
probably
ahead.
shouldn't even have used 2, but yeah.
It's a
It's fine.
17.
Fuck.
Okay.
Fucking
Well-
6. Are you?
Add a d6.
That's a
I'd be
nat
safe.
1.
Ooh.
Oh,
Never mind, don't hit it.
I'm gonna have to. With an at
Yeah.
one, you start rolling it, and it kind of actually rolls back onto you.
yeah, my hands
Um,
slip and I fall down it. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you take
Check your
three points of damage on that one. One of the Goliaths goes, ooh, that's gonna hurt. However, Sho Val does manage to make it move additional 10 feet. But that being said, he's gonna have to make the next check by himself. The others managed to move it 5 feet because they weren't able to meet the DC for 10 feet.
Yeah.
So
Oh. Okay, using my last bardic inspiration. Fuck it, we're on the home stretch. Let's see. Like, you're almost there. Come on, man. You got 20 gold on the line. You're almost there.
okay, so
Win
Kibble
this.
starts. Kibble starts yipping encouragingly.
Do it for Kibbles.
Rolling
so roll athletics checks
Why are you so good at that?
19.
because I listen to foxes all the time.
No, Tok, you can't do it.
20.
I can't.
No. She
You
said-
you rolled a nat 1, so you weren't able to help with this one.
But
However,
I rolled a 20 in total.
they do manage to move it 10 feet, but you managed to move it 10 feet as well by yourself, Tok,
You got the line.
or Sho Val. So
He's at the line.
you get to the line just before them. Even without the aid of Tok, who's kind of like standing up, brushing himself off.
I
And
know how I felt in the first game. Only you took damage.
and one of them goes, and the leader kind of looks up, and the two of them go, game. And the leader goes, who's kind of pushing the other one a little bit, goes, I suppose we've been bested this time around.
As
You won't
as
get
the
lucky
other-
next time.
as,
Gives you a
as
nice
the,
laugh.
Hold on. As the other guys make it across the line, I take my hands off the boulder and I step towards them, and I invoke Giant's Might and Grow. So I'm pretty much the same size as them, I guess.
I think you'd be a little bit taller.
Yeah, you would actually be a little bit taller.
You'd be like 10 feet, dude.
Yeah, they technically fit into a medium size, even though they're tall.
Yeah.
You go into a large. So,
But they
you-
count as large for stuff.
yeah. Well, for
Anyway,
like carrying capacity and stuff.
So as I kind of menacingly grow, I hold out my hand for a handshake.
Sure. And the leader, he sticks out his hand and gives you a nice firm handshake.
And I will
Well.
get up.
It is a It was a glorious good time, my friend.
I go to Mordin for a chest bump, like the people at the on the stadium. I like the sideline. Be like, fuck yeah!
I place my hand on your forehead and kind of no, because I'm holding kibbles. Can't chest bump with kibbles.
Fine. I reach up a high five for Kibbles.
Hold up kibbles in the air.
And then after I shake hands, I go back up and make sure that Tok's okay.
Yeah, he's doing a little fine. He's got like a little bit of a chipped tooth, but
Bit of a bruised ego. Yeah.
Yeah.
but
And a
still
bruised
okay.
cheek from earlier.
I kind of slap him on the back as I'm giant.
Face plants in the snow.
And I take 2 points of damage. Damn it!
I thought she said it was 3.
No, I took 3 earlier from that boulder thing.
But from the encouraging backslap from Sho Val.
Ah, okay. No, I understand now. Okay. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, the giant goes,
Well, a deal's a deal and a bet's a bet.
here you go. And he kind of hands you a small pouch of 20 gold.
My inspiration did barely anything, but it was fun.
That's all that matters. It's all it's
I
me.
think
Yeah.
on that last
Yes.
one, it did really help. 'Cause,
Well. All things being considered, here. Remember our names. If you encounter us again, we'll be more than happy to. Be more than happy to engage in these kinds of activities again.
And,
I am called Fethius.
Fethius, Fetheus.
Okay.
And he introduces the other two.
Let me introduce my other friends. That is Goosenus. That is Kavir. And that is Ogdo.
And each of them in turn kind of like raise their hands and kind of do like a salute kind of deal.
Wait, what was the first guy he introduced?
So,
Business.
Guznus, Guznus. The second one is named Kavir, Kevir.
Evie, okay.
And then the last one is Aagto. Aagto.
Alright, got it.
And Thethius kind of does a kind of like a saluting bow kind of deal as a greeting, and goes, "If you ever find your way by the Sky Tower shelter or the Hakanathi clan, tell them you are friends of us, and they may provide you shelter."
They give a bow.
Yeah.
I do the same as well.
He does kind of. He does say that the Sky Tower shelter is it's in the spine of the world. It's one of the mountains there.
Yep.
And that's kind of where...
If you find yourself in the spine of the world, Sky Tower Shelter and its inhabitants will provide you with safety and shelter.
Good to
As
know.
long as you
Thank
are friends with our clan.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
we
the gold.
appreciate that.
And with that, we are going to leave off as with new Goliath friends
Yeah.
and making your way into Tourmaline next week.
Yeah. We nearly died again.
And then we had a strongman contest.
And then you had a strongman contest.
No, you won a strongman contest.
Ah, yes.
You have bested us. But it was fun. And that is all that matters to us. It was a close match.
And friendship was the true prize all along.
Okay,
Are you kidding
JL.
me? It was the gold.
Anyways,
Can't I make a joke for once?
have a good one. Good night, everybody.
Joke.
Night.
Good
I know,
night.
I'm the bard. I entertain. Night, everybody.